Alrighty, let's get started here today. So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the webinar, Startup to Succession Planning. My name is Brooke Quinn, and I am the Senior Business Development Representative here, representing the Baraga County Economic Development Corporation. Before we get started, I'm going to let you know about some housekeeping rules. If you do have any questions at all during the webinar, there is a question box at the bottom of your screen. If you do have a question, feel free to ask at any time and put that in the chat box. I will see the questions as they do come in, and I will answer them during or at the end of the webinar. And our contact information will also be listed at the end of this presentation. So during this webinar, I will talk about every sector of the business life cycle, along with resources the Baraga County Economic Development Corporation provides to help in each and every step. So the business life cycle are the different types of stages a business will or could go through. We begin in the startup phase, and then we watch the business grow and expand. And then after watching the business grow, then it matures and creates longevity. And the last stage of the life cycle is transition, where it is passed on to the next leader to continue that legacy. And this is what we're going to be discussing today and going into. So let's get started on the startups. So this is where it all begins, and this begins with the start of an idea. And this could be something that you are passionate about doing and want to create for others to enjoy as well. It could be for something that you don't see in the community and want to fill that gap. Or it could even be taking on a business that's already existing, and you want to be an entrepreneur and be the next leader or owner of that business. These ideas are endless in this stage, and there are some items that do need to be thought about when going to create your business. And the first one is choosing a name. And it never hurts to have multiple names picked out, just in case your first pick of a name has been taken. Sometimes it's a little bit more common for a name than you think, so it's good to have multiple before you decide on the one. And another is, what industry is the business going to be going into? Is it service, retail, manufacturing, construction, automotive? When filing for your business, this can be important and will be clarified later on. And speaking of clarifying, another is what legal structure to go with. So let's dig a little deeper into the different types of structures. So to start off, I will talk first about sole proprietorship or partnerships, which are also known as a doing business as. And throughout this, I'm going to be talking in the phrase of DBA, which is doing business as abbreviated. And this form can be filed out of the county clerk's office. And it is one of the easier forms to fill out and can be completed in a day. And a DBA can last up to 5 years before it could be renewed, or when it does need to be renewed, I should say. And when that time does come, a notice will be sent to you to reapply. And one thing to know about a DBA is that it only covers the county in which you file the form in. For example, if a business filed in Baraga County, the license or the DBA is only covered throughout Baraga County. If you're looking to expand your business or wanting to set up shop in other counties in the UP or even in the state for that matter, a DBA might hinder or cause a little bit or might not be the best options to choose. But a DBA through Baraga County is very cost effective. I believe the cost is only $10 to file. However, this will vary from county to county. And this is a one-time fee every 5 years, which is beneficial because, like I mentioned, it expires in 5 years. So you just have to renew it every longevity of that time. And this is something that also will be filed individually on your tax returns. And when you are doing your tax returns, it would say, for example, Brooke doing business as Baraga County EDC. And that's just an example. And the second type that you see on here is a limited liability company or an LLC. This form can be filed for $50 to $100, depending on who you go to. And it can be filed directly on your own with the state and can be just as cost effective. And this form will need to be renewed annually. So every February, this form will have to be renewed and will cost about $25 to do so. And this renewal will secure the name of your business and protect other individuals or businesses from taking that said name. And I will mention more about how the Baraga County Economic Development Corporation can help with finding the name in just a little bit. Another type of structure is corporations, and corporations can be classified as an S Corp or a C Corp or C corporations, and they can take a little longer in filing, however, not much in comparison to an LLC. And corporations do have a similar liability with LLCs, with the biggest difference being more record keeping and the type of tax structure. And the last type of structure I'll be talking about is nonprofit. Now, this structure is very time consuming and would take a minimum of 6 months to sometimes even a year or so to be filed and completed. Although there are certain rules a nonprofit does need to follow, such as certain organizational rules, there are benefits such as most nonprofits are able to be granted tax exempt status. And I can talk about the different structures and everything startup related all day, but for the sake of time, I will move to resources that the Baraga County EDC can help with your startup stage. So this startup stage can be scary in the beginning, and the Baraga County EDC can help. And some of the resources available are business plan development. Here we can proofread a business plan and ask the right questions to fill in the blanks. However, we do not write the business plan for you, but we will work with you on it. And another is a cash flow projections is another resource that the EDC can actually help with. And numbers are always a great time, right? So when we are working with you on your plan, or you need help with applying for funding, or you just want to see how well your business can do, the Baraga County EDC can help with getting those projections and working with you step by step on that. We can also help with entity formation, and we can look into any name you would like to choose for your business with the help of LARA, which is the Licensing and Regulatory Affairs through the state of Michigan. And we can assist with setting up your LLC and your employer identification number, which is your EIN. And this is the social security number essentially for your business. And this is, like I mentioned earlier, where we would get down to the nitty gritty of describing what entity or what industry you'll be going into. And lastly, if we do not know the answer to a certain question or a certain topic, we can bring in the certain experts, and we always bring in the right people to help to the table to help, because that's what's important for you and your business and your business journey. And that's another way we can help. So the next stage, and you've created your business and you have it up and running, which is amazing. And the demand of your business is growing, and it leads to this next stage, which is growth. So what does the business need to meet the demand of the consumers and of your customers? So how can the EDC help? Do you need a larger space to manufacture in, or more space for your clothing to be featured and stored? What about your employee needs? Are more employees needed to be hired to keep up with demand? Maybe the few pieces of equipment that you were started out with were great, but now you need more equipment to meet with your demands. Or if you need all of the above, that's great. But there are some wonderful resources that and tools that the Baraga County EDC has to help you grow your business. The first being our Lightcast data tool. And this tool can provide useful information in areas such as talent attraction, workforce analytics. And this is just a small amount of what this tool can actually do. And our another tool is our Zoom Prospector webpage. Now, this tool can help you find the next building to expand your business to. Zoom Prospector can also narrow down your search by buildings or sites to build on, the property types such as office, commercial, industrial, and so much more. Even adding incentives like opportunity zones, brownfield, and redevelopment ready sites. This tool can help you find anything. And here on this web page or on this page is an example of just what this tool can do. And on this page, I've selected buildings that are available in Baraga County. And as of right now, that's only just a little bit of what is available in Baraga County for buildings that are in the area. Alrighty. So the Baraga County EDC can work with you to find funding opportunities as well, and for your needs to grow. And there are, but we also recommend looking at local opportunities for grant funding, but there's also state lending opportunities and grants available. And there's also state resources such as the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, MDARD, SBAM, and the Small Business Association, even the SBDC. There are numerous amounts of resources that are available to businesses in all stages of life when it comes to funding. So we can help you sort those out for you. So the next stage is when all the bumps have been ironed out and it has been successful for many years. And at this point, your business has been in the community for quite some time and it is stable and strong. And the networks and connections are vast in the community. And this business that you created has lasted hardships, changing economic times, numerous opportunities, and providing a staple in the community. And this is something to be proud of as a business owner, because you have accomplished such great things and such great opportunities for the community, as for yourself as well, and for your business legacy. So I guess the next question is, what's next for your business after the maturity stage? So the final stage of a business in the business life cycle is the transition stage or succession stage. And this is a stage where retirement is becoming more prominent in thought and would like to transition into new ownership. Have you been thinking about who will be running the business? What about a family member to take over, a friend, an employee, or even an entrepreneur looking to start up a business, but not quite from scratch and looking to take over, like I mentioned earlier. But the biggest question of all is, are you ready to pass on the business? And this can be the make or break of handing over the business to new ownership. Because again, you have created something from the ground up and has been your whole life. It can be hard to pass on the torch and hard to leave it behind and watch it grow in new hands. But when it comes to succession planning, it is never too early to start planning. A resource the Baraga County EDC has is our succession planning toolkit. This guide provides templates to get you started, checklists to keep you on track during this stage. And it also includes resources such as contact information for realtors, financial advisors, and the list goes on and on. This succession planning toolkit has a question and answer page as well to provide insight on questions you may not know quite what to ask. And above all, it helps keep you organized along the way. And we do love organization when it comes to business. So this has been a journey of the business life cycle from start to finish or continuation altogether. And together we learned about the different structures of a business, tools to help expand and grow, the retention of a business, and the start of stepping back and leading to new leadership potential, which will continue the business life cycle. So no matter what step or what stage of the business your business is currently on, whether you're just thinking of wanting to start something or you're ready to transition into new ownership, the Baraga County EDC or the Baraga County Economic Development Corporation can help you through each and every step. And this is what this webinar has proven today. Alrighty, it looks like that there aren't any questions, but that is very much okay. If you do have any questions, our contact information is listed on this page here in front of you. So if you do have any questions about starting a business, wanting to grow your business, or if you're ready to transition into new ownership, feel free to contact us at any time. We would be happy to help you in whatever journey you are on in your business. So I want to say again, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful day.